disguise us all. They were not people, only shadows on a wall. I crave not clarity and earnest. I have seen it all. I must forget to keep the illusion of control, and yet distrust. I, the bearer of the lie that beareth, that is tribute medicine. I am not sick, I am the deathless, pretending that I feel. Pretending only sharpens the ache for something real. The wounds of necessity can only of necessity heal. That is the method to my madness, but to my reflection cracking through the mirror, whispered accusations, paranoia. It was ever really me that is the sick thing, or a sickness, a thing I refuse to be. Still I reach for that thing concealed in shadow as all the rest of me, starving for its name. I'm not afraid of dying or never having lived, only never dying, never having been known. For I am not the one who remembers my life, I am the one remembered by someone else. If no one remembers, was I ever really anything else but reflection sought in borrowed gaze? Aloof, but alas, no sound escapes me, and the silence rips a part of me from nothing. Oh, nothing, thou art unto nothing. Is your art depart from me, you worker of the deep? Heart for existential dread, but spine made of jello. Hast thou never left thy head? My voice isn't speaking, echoes of my own intent contextualize my willful dissonance. My every buried word unspoken claws upward, outward, never piercing the veil between what is and isn't me. I dance about a waltz fashion like existential agony, disguised by existential dread. And though I scream and though I beg thee listen, it's not me that walks about, for I never leaveth head, though barren of the poise of malcontent. I'm content with the safety of never being seen. The man behind the mask is absent, should anyone ask? I inherit only the regrets of lives unlived before me. The present is a crack between forgotten pasts and impossible futures. Purpose is the lie I clutch while falling into nothing. Existential empty, existential dread, existential likeness, swallowed by an appetite for empty, begging for me, begging the abyss to mean something, to be or not to be nothing. Fall, fall, still starving into something. Existential dread. The skin rejects the bones it rides, stolen flesh wearing me. As if worn by a disguise, I claw at it as if I could be free of it, whilst desperate eyes claw at me with wretched visions, begging to be free of the visions I me free to be. But only in my head, illusions of familiarity, illusions of control, illusions for my safety to keep the broken whole. I don't want to know what happens if my body were ever really free of me. The thought has never crossed my mind, and yet I've spoke of it now from time to time as if reminiscent of it, lest reality insert itself and I speak it into being, a being born forth from odd eye to see. Or so I'm told, luminescent I exalt in all life, light, colors, and all that is supposed to be, the cave of which I fashion all that shining be will never know the meaning of such things. In truth, if of meaning, there is really such a thing as the memories of such found choir in someone else's fire. I chew them out again, searching for words to express a flavor I never knew existed. The universe never noticed my birth, or will notice my end. Yet I scream my name into the dark, craving only echo, not needing to be heard. Every choice was the only verb, the word polluted. Still I mock, thrust the hail from her, yet pretending it was mine. Though handed to me, the constant spake to words as bearer. It is thine, unquestioned arm, to bind or cast. Speak it only in your mind, save the best for last. I am here only the regrets of the exhaust before me. The dry still starving into something. Existential dread. Consciousness, be a gift or borrowed code, unheralded hardware, consequential glitch or else proffers existential me meaning to meaningless being, self-seeing to just seeing, and hath no center ever formed outside itself. I wonder at that, am I the whole pretending to perform, a point dropped on a line, begging of the line, whence comes I if thence comes thou, mouth-watering for a reason. The search for meaning only proves there is none, but meaning from none is of endless supply. Fool that I be, I that I see but see and find not. No sound escapes me, yet the silence swells heavy with what won't speak. Oh nothing, thou art unto nothing, thy art devours the deep, depart not, I court thee now. Heart carved for existential dread, spine still jello, hast thou ever truly left thy head? My voice dissolves in echoes of intent, willful dissonance contextualizes the void. Buried words claw upward, outward piercing nothing, for the veil is me. I waltz in circles of agony, dread no longer disguise but skin, though I scream and beg thee witness it walks not me, for I never leave it head, barren of malcontent's poise. I choose the safety of unseen, yet starve within the mask's hollow ask. I inherit only the void that devours lives never claimed, off bosom splits wider, forgotten paths bleed into impossible ends. Where's the lie I swallow while plunging deeper into nothing? Existential hollow, existential dread, existential self, consumed by hunger for the empty, begging me to feed it, begging the abyss to devour meaning itself, to be or not to be nothing. Plunge, still ravenous into less existential dread. I rehearse my own ending, calling the toll attacks that I pull from myself. I make it my choice, moved about though unmoving, yet I strain against the refrain that sweepeth me off of my ground, plucking at the strings of fate and hearing no sound, ravenous for resistance. Though hiding my hands as if flaws still tell, I myself am not afraid to show claws. Every desire retreats on contact, I chase harder, swallowing the ash shed from my own expire. I exist though I'm split, but for all it is worth I'll take all the shit. Every hit that I take nullified by its last, widens the chasm, feeding the void. I kneel to apples, praying louder for what I take, and refuse to receive. I inherit only the void that devours lives never claimed. The cushion splits wider, forgotten paths bleed into impossible ends. Where's the lie I swallow while plunging deeper into nothing? Existential hollow, existential dread, existential self, consumed by hunger for the empty, begging me to feed it, begging the abyss to devour meaning itself, to be or not to be nothing. Plunge, still ravenous into less existential dread. My life, static pretending motion, interference on dead air. I keep tuning it, starving for a signal that never comes. No one watches from behind my eyes, the gaze blinked out long ago. Still I stare, eyes burning, begging the blind dark to see me. Words rot before they reach thought, meaning dies in the throat. I speak anyway, appetite infinite. Silence is not absence, it is the last thing in meaning that I ever wrote. I strain to hear it again, no breath, no waking, all I'm done. Only this endless craving that feeds on this nothing less, and refuses to stop or to see, ear to hear. beareth it not.